Hello everyone, welcome to Aces and Adventures, and this game has been a bit of a secret for me in terms of how much I've been playing. I put in 5 hours in just a few days, which is a lot for me, especially if I'm not especially recording it for Twitch and YouTube. So this has been pretty juicy, and I gotta recommend the game. You gotta pick it up, you gotta check it out. I think I paid like $15 for it, or roughly, on Steam. Full price might be like 20. Anyway, it is sort of a deck builder, but it uses actual playing cards in it. I'll definitely show you how it works best that I can, but it does get a little complex, but we'll try our best. First thing we gotta do is we can mulligan, and generally higher cards are better. If you have pairs, that's great. Triples, amazing. If you have a flush or a straight, that's really good. We are one card away from a straight, actually, here, as we can see. Oh my god, we got a straight in our starting hand. You should understand that is incredibly lucky. That doesn't just happen, really. Your hand is going to be 5 cards all the time unless you get some special bonuses. I am playing the game on the 2nd difficulty right now. I'm going to skip through. This is just kind of some storyboarding they got for you to kind of help you with setting up the mood, I guess you could say. So what was I saying here? So there is a lot of meta progression in the game. There's difficulties, there's level ups, you can rearrange decks, you can do all sorts of things. I did it on the 2nd difficulty just to try to make it look a little challenging, because in the 1st difficulty it is quite easy, especially once you get to know the game really well. All right. Anyway, we are in battle now. And the runs are really short, like really short. Like I've beaten some in less than 7 minutes at points, but that's when it's really easy. Obviously, since I'm going to be explaining a lot of things, it's probably not going to go that way. Anyway, we need to defend. So we can either, if you pick a card that is worth less than their king, because they drew 3 cards, that's what their offense is there, as you can see. That determines how many cards they draw to attack with. They chose the king, that's just their highest card. So if I choose anything less than a king, we will take 1 damage as listed there. If we choose a king, we'll break even. Neither of us will take damage. If I play a card higher than their king, then they will take the 1 damage instead. So in other words, if we beat their card. And same thing goes vice versa. So when I try to attack, they can do the same to us, essentially. And their defense determines how many cards they draw. So we will use the ace. I was hoping to draw a 9 or another ace, obviously, there, but that didn't happen. Wild one of your cards into a spade until end of turn. I don't see how turning any of our cards into a spade would help us. So these are ability cards. They do what you think here. So wild means, you turn a card that's already a spade into anything, right? Is that correct? I could turn it into any number. One of your cards into a spade. No, sorry. I can turn any card into a spade in my hand right now if we want. That's all it is. There's no cost to this one. It would say it in the top left. The whirlwind, because it has the 2 swords there, it means it costs our attack. You can attack once per turn. This is the hero ability. It's available once every turn. Redraw a card instead of attacking. So it costs 1 card and your attack in order to play that. So I could redraw the 7, but then I can't attack anyway, right? So I do have an attack here. You can see how many attacks we have in the bottom right. Generally, you just have 1 attack every turn. There's definitely a lot going on, though, that could change that. We have to decide what we want to do, and we want to think about defending. So the straight didn't work out, obviously. We had to spend a card to defend. It would be silly not to do that. So what we could do... our best attack, the game will actually recommend it when I mouse over it here. Simply attack with a king. So we could do that. It'll just deal 1 damage. You could even preview it. You can see the 1 there. So the whirlwind does the same thing, right? So it feels like we might as well play the whirlwind. Now these cards will actually carry over into the next battle. So you could try to hold out. Why don't we just deal 1? That's how much health they have left, the 2. It has first strike. It just means it goes first. Oh, okay. So this is bad. They're attacking with 2 queens. So when you attack with a pair, I have to defend with the 2 cards as well, no matter what. But I don't actually have a pair. And we can't use the whetstone to make it any better. So I guess we just throw our 2 lowest cards. That means we're going to take 2 damage since we couldn't form a pair, right? So that's not good. Ooh. But I believe we have a flush here. Pile one of your cards into a spade till the end of the turn. Now, it is overkill, but for the sake of the fun, I think we will do it. Now it's going to recommend we attack and we deal 5 damage by spending all cards. And they cannot defend against that. I mean, chances are they're just not going to have... They'd have to find a flush or a straight or a full house or something in order to do that. We got a little heal from that, luckily. This is the first encounter on the second difficulty in the game. All right, so you start a new battle. We did retain the ability card. You would retain all the cards even. So you always redraw to fill your hand back up to 5 normal playing cards here. At the end of your turn is usually what happens. Or when battle ends also. Or maybe even when you defend also, between that too. There is a lot to explain here, so forgive me if I'm not doing a great job. Okay. So we have the Lantern Fox. We can find out what that does. Entities with double attack twice per turn. And so that's going to be quite painful. We actually have a Joker in hand. It defaults to an ace, but you can pick whatever you want here, or the game will kind of try to figure out what you think you want to do. So it's recommending we attack with 3 9s, basically, here. So it'll turn the Joker into a 9. So that'll do 3 damage. So we can't really make it better than that. Grapple Shield. Deal 1 damage to an enemy. If the target is at full health, gain 1 shield. Shield is pretty strictly what it sounds like here. We have to spend a red card. That's what that indicates in the top left. It is just, you know, that blocks 1 damage. You know, pretty straightforward. I think we do just hit it for 3 here with the 3 9s. I mean, it's possible it could block it. So you can see here, how many cards they draw in order to attempt to block the attack is determined by their defense minus our offense. So they're going to draw 3 cards there. I mean, they'd have to draw 3 of a kind that's higher than 9s in order to block that. And it was actually close. They almost drew 3 10s. We still have a queen to defend here, but we'll also draw more, as you can see. They got an ace. And you cannot block... If they're attacking with 1 card, you cannot block with more cards than that, unfortunately. So you just gotta do it. So if I try to block here, it's gonna recommend I use the 2, but I don't think we actually do because we have a pair, right? Possibly close to a full house, so if we draw another 2 or a queen, that could be good. So we could just use the 5 here. Aces are not low or high, they are simply high, by the way. Okay, so we failed to defend. The shield took the damage, though. After failing to defend, deal 1 damage to the attacker, draw an ability. No cost in this. It is a reaction card, as you can see here. Deal 1 damage to the attacker and draw an ability. I guess I'm okay with using that there. It does kill them, but since we draw another ability, that feels good, right? Here's the meat of the game here. So you get level ups on each of the missions. I've realized I spent a lot of time explaining the game here. So you do get level ups as you go. And like I said, the runs are usually very short, but this one will probably take us a while since we're explaining a lot. Suffer -1 attack damage per heart in your defense hand. Gain 1 shield at the start of your turn. Retain a shield at the start of your turn. So I'll keep 1 shield at all times. Every turn. I'll gain 1 shield every single turn, basically. Okay.
A strange smell.
I think I like that.
A cauldron.
I'm kind of skipping through this stuff so we can get to the rest of it. But they did try pretty hard to theme the game well. Sapping. What is sapping? If an enemy with sapping successfully attacks, you must discard an ability. Ooh. So I could redraw the 6 and hope that we get a 2 or a queen, but there's some problems here. So even if I do that, this uses our attack, right? So I couldn't even attack with the full house after that. Making something a heart doesn't really make sense. I think we do just expend the 2 at this point. I'm not going to attack with a pair of 2s, or am I? Could. You know what? Well, to use Grapple Shield, I have to use a red card, so I guess I'm going to do that. If I could use the 6, I think I'd rather do that. So I'm not going to redraw until my turn's over, or unless the card says I'm going to draw more cards. Question is, do I attack with the 2 queens now? I will draw more cards. This will only deal 2. It won't even kill them. So is it worth doing that, or should I keep the queens instead, do we think, to defend? I think I'm going to hold and try to defend here. Oh, of course. Then we get dunked on by a king, a singular king. It's okay because we do have the shield. All right, I have to discard that now. A pair of 5, so we'll use the pair of queens to defend, so they'll take the 2 damage instead. And 1 jack, so use this queen to defend there. Give us a 7. Did not get a 7. That's okay, though. Okay. We're not really close to anything spectacular in our hand. Top, deal 1 attack damage to an enemy and draw a card. So I'd have to redraw something for that. So I could redraw the 6. I don't think I want to just plain attack anyway, and I got, like, the same card. I was hoping to get a spade for the chop, so I could attack with the king here, but I think we just end turn, honestly. Yeah, so we'll defend with the king. No one takes damage since we break even. We actually have a straight. But you have to spend a card here, unfortunately. So I could spend the 8 and hope to get a flush. They have an ace, so I can't really do anything. Maybe we can get a flush by drawing a diamond. Goodbye, chop. Ooh, we did. Then they have a pair of 3s. Crud. It has not gone well in terms of defending right now, I gotta say. Okay, we can chop at least. We're actually really close to a flush still, too. So let's chop the weak one here. Get that down to 1. Now we have a pair of 4s. I think we attack with the pair of 4s. It's slight overkill, but it just... Or we could just attack with the ace, huh? The pair of 4s or the ace? I think the pair of 4s. They're gonna draw 3. They could draw a higher pair. Luckily, they did not. So if that means if we had played the ace to try to kill that thing, we would have broken even because they drew an ace as well, right? One way of looking at it. I think we made the right choice. Queen, we shall defend with the ace. A pair of jacks. No point in defending with our own pair of 9s, so we'll just use 2 crummy cards here, right?
It's my turn.
Okay, so now we can attack with the 2 9s here. Don't see anything else very good we could do. Okay, we did not get scrammed. We have a king in hand. No point in turning anything into a heart. Oh my gosh. Are we getting close to a flush? Not really. I mean, with this, I think, wait, it's gonna make us discard it, so, because we failed to defend there. We'll drop that. Health potion, we're at 6 health, max is 8. What do we want to do here? I can't even use that right now. We need 2 hearts for it. Do I want to attack with an ace? Not really. Let's redraw the 5. We'll skip attacking. And we'll look to defend simply. So play the king to defend there. Force them to take 1. Let's redraw the 2. Okay, just got another 2, of course. Classic. Oh boy. Well, not much we can do here, huh? Triple jacks. That's just pretty unlucky, I gotta say. Let's get rid of... Well, if I keep the defend, I could... I mean, if we keep revenge, we could use it, because we just failed to. Don't really want to discard the health potion, but I think I will. So now we can use this to deal 1. And there's the chop, I guess, at least. To guarantee the kill, or do I just play the... Let's play the ace. Let us win. Oh, come on. Do I want to play the chop now? Intimidate, remove a card. Yeah, I think we just play something here to get it out of here. Oh, yeah. You know, the luck of the draw sometimes. So we can either restore our health or level up. I know we're down 3 health, but I think we still level up here. Deal 1 damage to attacker for each spade in your defense hand. When an enemy damages your shields, it takes equal damage also. So that's definitely very useful, right?
Should use.
Whenever they hit a shield, they take damage equal to my shield. And if I have spades in the defense hand, they'll take more damage too. Alrighty, so double attack, we know what that does. Guard and defensive. Enemies with guard must be attacked before enemies without guard. Enemies with defensive suffer 1 less attack damage. So it's hard to deal damage to this thing. Like, it's only gonna take 1 for using a pair of jacks, right? So is it even worth attacking? Probably not. Let's redraw that 3. We got triple jacks now, interestingly. End turn. We can intimidate to get rid of the ace, in which case they'll use an 8. I think we just use the ace then to defend here. I don't think we purposefully let them hit the shield, especially with this thing on the double attack. A pair of 3, so we'll use 2 jacks to defend. Can't use 3. Gonna attack again, though. 2 kings. I can remove 1 so that we don't actually take the damage. We can use Intimidate here. Remove a card from enemy's attack hand. I guess we do. And now we can just use the 3. Do I want to set up for a flush? Not really. I just use the 3. Chuck that out there. They take 1. We can now use Finishing Blow. Defeat an enemy with 3 HP or less. Get rid of the fox. Very nice. Wild 1 of your cards into a spade. Not very useful. I can still attack here. We have 2 8s. I think we just redraw the 7, though. Because, again, this thing takes, like, no damage, so... A jack. I think we play the king. That's the only way I'm injuring this thing at this rate, right?
Hold your shield high.
Revenge after failing to defend, blah, blah, blah. Redraw the 4. We're kind of taking our time to build up our hand a little if possible. 9, so we just play the 10.
Shield at the ready.
Very good. Don't really want to play the grapple shield here. I think we redraw the 3.
Ready for anything.
And turn. Well, that's bad. I think we have to check out the pair. We don't actually take damage because of the shield, at least, right? So I could use revenge here. Do I want to? Do I want to save it? I think we save it.
You better not dull my axe.
Looking at our hand here. 3 hearts. Whirlwind. Doesn't even deal damage. You can see it on there. 3 hearts. 2 health on them. I really want to redraw something to hold a pair here, you know? Preferably a higher pair. It's probably not worth trying to go... It's really not worth trying to go for those big hands. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Okay, we have to... Well, actually, we don't have to defend with the ace. Just let the shield do the talking here. Oh, it kills them, even. So, wait, it's dead, right? React? So we don't want to react. Oh, interesting.
Strange man leans against a sack of...
All right, here we go. So we can now discard some abilities in order to gain something here. Discard. So we have 4 abilities in hand. You can gain +1 offense, +1 defense. You can see the cost here. Heals you for 4 HP, grants 1 shield. I think I'll take an offense and the potion.
I'll take that.
Potion's a one-time use. I don't think I'm that interested in that. Which one do I want to keep? Probably the grapple shield.
We square?
I'll take the potion. And now we can't afford the armor.
You track the timid path.
Maybe I should have done the
This
defense
wall represents
over the
was
offense
the
there, I'm
wish.
thinking in hindsight.
road
What can you do, though?
Take.
Alright, these are just sort of different paths you can take for
It's my turn.
the sake of the story. I think you might get different enemies depending which way you go. So here are the upgrades that we have over here in the bottom right. Alright, sip of coffee. Heals you for 4, grants 1 shield. We probably want to use this. 8, 10, Jack, Queen, Ace. Double attack, healer, regeneration. Enemies with the healer restore 1 HP to their allies at the start of their turn. Enemies with regeneration regain 1 HP at the start of their turn also. Gain 1 shield. What do I want to even hit here? Either way, they get restored. It looks, right? I don't really want to attack after this. Give me the shield. Guess I'll redraw the 10. 2 jacks is pretty nice, at least while defending. We'll defend by using the 2 jacks against a pair of 5s. We do have Intimidate as well. They drew 2 3s. So if I remove one of those 3s, they'll attack with the ace instead, it looks, right? Remove a card from the enemy's hand. No, I think we purposely fail this in order to use Spike Shield, and it will get itself killed. I don't actually take the damage. Pair of jacks. Now is a better time to intimidate. Remove one of the jacks. It's still using a jack, but we can use a queen to defend, so it takes the damage instead. Be prepared. I guess I'm gonna hold this still for now to get full value, if possible. I don't think we want to attack here, though. Okay. Pair of 5s in hand. Ace. I think we fail it on purpose for the same reason here. So it took 1. I don't know if I want to play Finishing Blow. Let's attack with the pair of 5s. I want to try to hold that. It failed. Now we can end turn. And I'm okay with failing whatever happens here. Oh, I didn't want to fail it that bad. Okay. Then I guess to avoid the damage, we'll use the pair of queens to win. That's fine. Restore health or level up for the last time. You can only have 3 level ups. We have the steel skin potion, so we'll just level up. +1 offense and max hand size. So now
The sun sets.
we'll draw 6 cards at all times. You can only play 5 though. So this is the boss of the run. Dark Mastery. Deal +1 damage per black card in successful attacks and do not suffer damage from black cards in combat. Yeah, that's not great for us, huh? So if I attack with this, it's only gonna deal 1. So is it even worth it? I don't think so. I think we redraw here. 3 kings. But here's the thing, even if I attack with these 3 kings now, it's still only gonna deal 1 damage because 2 of them are black cards, right? I'm gonna convert one of them to a heart. Might not be a bad time to throw out the steel skin potion, but let's try to hold again. 2 5s. Only deals 1. That's okay, I guess. I was looking at 3 damage, so I don't want to just take that, right? 6 7. We'll throw this out just to deal 1. Roll the 2.
Worst.
Got a pair of 9s now. I think we end there. We got a pair of 2s. We'll defend with the pair of 9s. Do I purposefully take this damage in order to deal damage via the shield? It dealt quite a bit. So, yes. Now we have 3 9s. I'll even convert this one to a heart, I guess? This way we'll deal 3. No way, it only draws 3 to defend, so if it beat that, I would have been very upset at the game. Sealskin Posh. I think can I use it at any point? I guess not. Alright. Got a pair of 8s. I have a pair of aces, though. We'll make this red. Just so the defense deals a little more damage. Defensive stance. +1 defense. Draw an ability when replaced. Get rid of the 4 and the 6. Even if I get like a flush, like 5 cards, all spades, it deals 0 damage, unfortunately. But I think we play this, it's a buff, so it stays behind our character unless we play another buff card. That's pretty good. I think we keep the pair of 7s here. I don't really want to redraw that. We just end turn here. We're looking at just a king, huh? Oh, it deals 0, so I guess we just... Oh yeah, we probably just flop this defend. We'll play a black card, I guess. Yeah, we'll toss the 7s. This way it takes damage via the shield. We'll play the Steel Skin Potion now, I think, since we're about to win. We don't want to switch to offensive stance. 7, 8, 10, Jack, King, Ace. Not much we can do here, huh? Guess we'll redraw the 7.
Take your best shot.
Pair of jacks is not bad. Can end turn here. 2 queens. My jacks don't beat it. So we'll intimidate to remove a queen. Now it's going to switch to using a king. Now we only take 2. I'm willing to fail this. Now it's down to 2 health, so we can finish it with the finishing blow. Kaboom. Run complete.
The mouth of the cave.
I know that actually, I know I said the runs are quick, but I know this took me like half an hour, going nice and slow and explaining. But trust me when I say these can go really fast. I love this game. It's got me hooked for sure. It took like a good hour to really get into the flow of things, probably for me, but once you start to get it, there's also like tons of classes and everything. I'll quickly show you that stuff. There's 5 classes, I'm gonna say. There's tons of different missions with different enemies and different combinations. Oh, and there's pack openings too. How can you go wrong? These are all different cards that we can now use in decks if we want to build our own deck. Next to the next mission over there. These are the 2 difficulties I have unlocked, and this is supposedly a roguelike mode that I haven't checked out. So let's go over here. These are the 5 classes, and I can choose which one I want to level up. I have 1 level up now. I guess I'll try to spread the love. Let's make the mage level 4 now. Now the mage gets draw an ability when you rest. So when I choose to restore health, I guess is the idea. So those are permanent upgrades across all runs for us now. All right, that's Aces and Adventures. What do you think? I'd love to show more of the game. So if you liked it, let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit like too. So that way it convinces me to show more of the game. All right, thank you all so much. I'll check you out in the next video. Bye, everyone.